The Monk. Interesting, fun book. Fun? Ugh. If you're a bit twisted like me, you'll find it fun. Gothic horror, written in 1796. Usually with books written in that age, I can't read them. The words, they overwritten. Take 20, 30 words, you could just use one. He's walking out of the monastery, it takes like 2 or 3 pages just for him to go outside. But interestingly enough, I enjoyed the phrasing and the wording at the same time and actually managed to finish reading it. When normally, like with Jane Austen, Persuasion, I got up to chapter 10 and I had enough. This one had hooked me to watch and see what unfolds. Two stories happening here. One, you've got the Jane Austen lovey-dovey, two people who family keeping them apart, trying to elope. And then you've got this monk who's going down this wrong road, and how far of a moral decline will he get to? It was the monk story that kept me interested. The lovey-dovey one, I found myself flicking through the pages, let's get this over and done with. I was interested to see how far that monk would go. And that's what makes this book fun. You can tell when he was writing it, he was laughing and saying, come on, is this going to shock you? Back under the Catholic Church, he's having a big dig at being controlled by institutions and their rules, and he's having a go at that as well as society, and bringing in the supernatural. Some of the Gothic horrors that we see, there'll be creaks and things going on, but then at the end of the movie you find out that it wasn't supernatural at all. This was actually just happening. Whereas this one, the devil is in it. He is a character that he talks to and does that classic do a deal with the devil, which I really enjoyed. It sort of tries to outdo itself as it goes along, gets weirder and weirder. The people that are trying to elope, halfway through, there's this supernatural ghost story about this bleeding nun who comes out once a year, and they try and use that to get her out because she's locked in the castle. They try and use that story so he can whisk her away. She comes out dressed like the bleeding nun, and then he's gonna come pick her up. He goes by in his horse and carriage, and the nun comes out into the carriage. Literally, not the girl he's after, the nun comes out, and he goes off with the ghost. So that stuff happens, and it gets weirder and weirder as it keeps going. So if you're into that weird stuff, then I won't say much more. I was actually halfway through, I read the back and realized there's actually some spoilers on the back. So don't read the back. The fact of some of the unveiling is about what the book is, and not going to say anything at all. Pick up the book, don't read the back, and enjoy the ride. If you don't like it, hey, it's in the 1001 books everyone should read before they die. Give it a go. I did, glad I did. And next book I'm reading is along the horror, Murder House. Reading this with a friend from work. If I finish reading it, I'll do a review. Should I review books that I don't finish reading? I've just tended to be doing the ones that I actually finish reading. I've started reading so many books, didn't finish them, don't review it. So, if I finish this book, and I think I will because I'm reading with a friend from work, I'll review that one next. So, see you on the flip side. And I'm apparently sponsored by HelloFresh today. So any sponsors out there, other than HelloFresh, let me know. And see you next week.